you for coming to my channel. My name is Deborah Ann Matthews, and this is Lose Weight with Me. And I am laying down because my knees still hurt and I'm tired. And I went swimming from 8:30 until 9:15. No, 11. 8:30 until 10:15. So I had two exercise classes. And then I came home. I got home about 12 o'clock. And then I rested. Hi, Mr. Gerald. How are you? I was going to give you a nice smile, Mr. Gerald. But my knees still hurt. Oh, they don't hurt like that. They don't hurt. They hurt because I do enjoy Tiger Balm when I was having like excruciating knee pain. But they hurt because I was doing a lot of leg lifts today, and they hurt in such a way that I'm laying down and not sitting up, because I really think this is the lazy way to do things. But when you see me laying down, it's desperate. So I want you to envision a smile, because good, because I wanted to give you an extra special smile this evening. And you know why. And so good. Thank you for that. Anywho, when y'all come on in, please hit the like button. Please come on in. And we are definitely excited to see who's going to send me a super chat. My name is Deborah Ann Matthews, and my channel is all about weight loss, wellness, and knee pain, back pain, chronic pain, all of the stuff. There are 100 million people who are obese and overweight in the United States, and this is my new demonstration. If this is $1, this is 75 cents. 75% of us are obese and overweight. So my solution is take one step in your journey. If you take one step, I'm going to take one step. That's two steps. So if you will give yourself one step, and that one step can simply be believing that you can change your life and get to feeling better and decrease your weight and do whatever you dream about. So please come in. Let me know where you're calling from. Are you in the United States? Are you in another country? Got any successes going on? But please come on in. And I was listening to, excuse me. No, never alone. Oh, no, never alone. He promised never to leave me. Hi, Paulo Alvarez. I don't think I know how to say in Spanish. It's hola. I have to find me some good Spanish lessons, because I want to talk real fast in Spanish like they do on Telemundo. So my knees they don't hurt. Like I said, they just ache from, you don't know how hard you're working until after your workout. So by now, I've had a nap. My knees shouldn't be hurting. But the reason I came on is I want to ask you, those of you who take muscle relaxers, when do you take them and how often do you take them? One thing about me, I have some. I've taken them one time in 3 years. And the last time I took them was when I was on vacation in Sarasota. And the only reason I took them is because one of the ladies we were bunking together. She was a medical professional. So she took some and she explained them how to take them. I don't believe in overdoing drugs. So it's an uncomfortable feeling being tired I've been tired all day. And so I didn't wash. I cooked my dinner. I played in my garage. I listened to my Alexa. Had a good time. Did my counseling and did my weight loss support group meeting. And when I tell you, it is so awesome to have support. My counselor, he said, well, can I send you, he's an older man. He said, can I send you a check? I'll send you a check in the mail. I was like, okay, thank you. So to have my personal trainer, he's going to, because all I need is $20. If 50 people send me $20, that'll be good. So My coach said he'll donate, and it makes me feel good. The place where I get my hair done, they gave me a whole lot of money, and people have just been helping. I've raised $200 since last week, and I have a pledge of 250. One of my customers, he always supports any good thing I'm doing, but he's a special forces person, which is he's very cheap. So I'm like, Mr. George, you can do 275, 500, or 750. He said, I'll take 250. I'm like, you can do 275, Mr. George. You know I got to buy this plane ticket. So he's pledged 250. And then I have $300 in pledges that hasn't been made yet. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, look in the discussion, and I am going to attend the Obesity Action Coalition Conference in Washington, and they gave me a scholarship grant, but it doesn't cover everything. So I am excited to fundraise. I'm excited to get the support of the community because it's nothing bad going on. And what I'm thinking of doing, I just got another idea. I'm going to do a program of some sort for people who are 100, 200, and 300 pounds overweight. And it's simply going to be called One Step. And I thought today, you know what? I wanted to do like a 4-week program. But what I'm probably going to do is we're going to do a 1-day program, half a day. It will be a paid event, but what we have to do is gear people up to start the journey. And I'm gonna definitely use my coach, and then I think I'm gonna get about 10 coaches who are available to take new clients. Some are going to be ladies and some are going to be men, because some people resonate more with a man, some resonate with a lady, and get them to attend. And we're going to do some education, we're going to do some inspiration, and we're going to do some exercising, and we're going to do some nutrition. And we're going to do a 1-step. We may do body composition. We may do it in different places too. Because y'all know that body composition thing that I did, that's at the YMCA. But I don't know how much I can get them to cooperate to do that. But maybe somebody else has body composition. Or maybe I can get like Walmart or Sam's Club to donate one. So you never know. You know, honey, you just never know. Because guess what? Me and TLC, we are not too proud to beg. And maybe we can do this once a quarter, once every 3 months, to really support people who are 100, 200, and 300 pounds overweight. Because it's a journey, and I even like that even more, because it's a journey, because it's an emotional decision-making boundaries thing. We don't want to tell people what to do. This is what I think, and y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that each person has to understand that I tell my weight loss teacher, she's going to sue me because I don't do nothing but plagiarize everything she teaches me. The number one thing is you have to believe. Believe that you can change your weight, change your life, and change your pain level. Because many times, and it's so normal, I thought the same thing. I was in the bed for 3 months, just sitting here letting the home care worker be all she can do. And truly, I couldn't get up off the couch. I couldn't get up fast. I couldn't get up easy. But I could get up, and it would just take. But if I didn't get up before my home care worker left, I was there until the next day. Because I couldn't get up without a whole lot of effort that was terrible. So then the next thing you have to do is understand that even people who are on their weight loss journey, they'll lose 100 pounds and go, I'm so depressed, I don't know what to do. I only lost 10 pounds in the last 3 months. You've got to understand that this is not rocket science. In November and December, I was losing and gaining the same 10 or 15 pounds. It didn't bother me because I had been doing it 20 months by then. No, 25 months. And I knew I wasn't overeating. I wasn't eating sugar and salt. But I'm like, look, I must have gained weight because I ate XYZ. I'm losing weight. I didn't care because I knew that I'm on the journey. And the more I got stronger with being able to do things, being able to move, being able to walk, um, I started walking my laps again. I had stopped doing it because my knees were hurting, and they were hurting because of the weather. So, um, it is just a journey, and sometimes you have to hear it over and 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 over again in order to say, okay, so I've heard 5 people tell me the same thing, so I'm not going to get weary. I'm not going to get discouraged. It's a maturity thing. We're not children. We're not, and I might cry. I cry a lot. I'll cry in a hot minute. I might cry. In fact, I got my big girl panties. I was going to give them and let them air dry, but I'm like, no, I'm going to put them in the dryer so the dryer can wash them. But then by the time my knees were hurting so bad, I was like, I wish I would have gotten them so I could air dry. But the dryer had 6 minutes left, but my knees were hurting. I'm like, I got to come lay down. So you got to put them big girl panties on, even if they wet. And you have to know that you're walking through your experience and you're looking for, like, how when you're a kid, when you're playing, you're doing that, you're looking for evidence of success. Boom, you start eating less food. Boom, you're paying attention to how much water you drink. Boom, you're planning to eat vegetables. You're planning to eat protein. You're monitoring your bread intake. You are, at one point my coach said I could eat like flat bread, like Mexican bread, like soft tacos. And then once I said, Coach, I want to focus on these areas, then the soft tacos were out. But he really said I could eat low-fat cheese, even though 3 months ago he told me I could only eat cottage cheese. But I'm not going to remind him of that. I'm going to go with the low-fat cheese. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a business lunch on Wednesday at a Mexican restaurant. So I'm going to eat some cheese then. So I probably ain't going to buy no low-fat cheese. So I'm just going to eat some then. So I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to you. But what I'm saying is for the last 3 weeks, I can't even remember. Remember when I lost 5 pounds one week and 5 pounds the next week? I don't remember how many pounds I lost before that. I could look it up on my phone because I take a picture of my scale. But it doesn't matter because 5 pounds 3 times, that's 15 pounds. Bow, 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 bow. I got my boots on the ground. I lost 15 pounds in May. And remember when I kept saying, I used to lose 19 pounds a month. And I was even saying to myself, I wish I could get back to losing 19 pounds a month. But guess what I wasn't doing? Counting up how many pounds I lost. So listen to this. It's 4 weeks in a month. I'm pretty sure the first week of May or the last week of April, I lost some weight. And it may be close to 19, but my brain don't want to go back and think that far. I just want to stick with 5, 5, 5 because I don't have to. My brain just want to think about this because I live in my world. I don't want to think about that. But just like when I had been saying in 2025, at the beginning of 2025 and at the end of 2024, I used to be saying, I want to lose 75 pounds. Okay, I lost 33 pounds in 2024 that summer, or by like October. And from October until January, I was eating. I was stress eating. Or mostly like November, December, January. Until I started weight loss support group. And then by the next summer, I had lost 50 pounds that summer. By the middle of the summer. And I forgot that I said I wanted to lose 75 pounds. I saw something on a piece of paper. My own. And then I went, you lost 51 pounds by the end of the summer. I was like, last year you lost 33 pounds. 51 plus 33, it was 84. That's how many pounds. And then like the next week and the next week, I lost like 107. So I don't be paying attention. But guess what? I made a decision not to get too high and get too low. Don't get too, don't gas your head up, which I gas my head up all the time. And also, don't get too low. Don't be all getting all low. You don't take all of that. This is grown up business. This is grown up. Now, I had a whole lot of counseling when I was younger, a whole lot of everything. I told my family all that stuff. My brothers used to be like, girl, you gonna go crazy. You getting too much education. It's just stupid stuff families say. But guess who all in counseling? All them people who used to tease me. They in counseling now, which is cool. Counseling does a body good. So what I'm saying is that I don't even think about if this is going to take a long time, because I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I like saying that, y'all. But I can't believe in such a short time I feel so good. And what we're working on now, which Coach even said that to the skinny people, he said we're going to have to work on mindset. So I'm continually working on mindset. I'm being aware. Like, I got some blueberry muffins when I went to get my food box, and I gave Mr. Joy all the food. I mean, they gave me chips and soda, and I gave him all them carrots too. So I'm like, Mr. Joy, in my heart, I want to cook these carrots. Mr. Joy, I ain't gonna cook these carrots, but in my heart, I want to. I don't even want to eat no more carrots. But in either case, I couldn't let go of the blueberry muffins. They're like some type of blueberry and lemon muffin or something. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I put them in the refrigerator. And when I do eat them, if I have a chance tomorrow, I might, because then I have to tell my coach that I ate a muffin. So I don't want to do that. I might not eat them until I get back from training tomorrow. But when I eat them, I'm going to eat one muffin, protein, which I got 6 boiled eggs already cooked, and something green, or maybe just a fruit. But I might do some frozen. I got some frozen, like I have frozen cherries, frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries. So I might have blueberries, a muffin, and the eggs. Because you have to kind of eat a little bit nutritiously if you're going to eat all of that. But I'm going to lunch on Wednesday. But tomorrow for lunch, I'm going to have soup. Soup and salad. Anyway, what I'm trying to say to you is that thinking about my weight loss journey, what's necessary is for me to think it out, plan it out. Plan it out. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. I'm going to a business event tomorrow night. I'm going to enter a grant and pitch contest. And it's like over $10,000 worth of prizes and lots of business support. So I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. And if my knees wouldn't hurt, I would have been looking for my orange. I have an orange pantsuit and I have a pink pantsuit. I need to find it so I can wear it to these business meetings and everything. But I think I'm going to wear my orange dress with maybe a gray jacket. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to wear. But I'm going to wear some clothes, so I ain't going to be naked. And what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday and Thursdays is driving my car to my exercise because the van won't get me there. They said they can get me there at 8:15. It's camp season. I can't be late. I got to be there on time. So I'm going to leave home at 7, go into my personal training for the whole summer. I'm going to drive the whole summer. So, and Joe, actually, I don't know if I need Tiger Balm, to tell you the truth, because my knees often ache after I finish exercising. So I don't know if I need them. So, like before, when I used to just have knee pain, then I needed them because I had consistent knee pain. So I don't know, because when different scenarios happen, I don't know what I'm supposed to be using. So please enlighten me on that, because I just don't know. So anywho, I just wanted to throw that out there. And thank you very much for the suggestion. I just don't know. But I don't buy knee cream anymore. I still have some. I have some prescription pain cream, and I'm pretty sure I have some other kind, but I didn't really use it because I guess I don't know. I just don't have to. If I was in pain, I would think to buy it all the time. But since my body don't ache like that, I don't tend to buy it anymore. But maybe I need to get some to keep on hand just in case. Hey, Glenn, how are you? Oh yeah, you contribute a lot to my YouTube channel. Hi, Glenn, and welcome. I finally see that you're here live. Hi, um, I'm just talking about how my knees ache after I've had a nap, and I don't know if I should take a muscle relaxer. But that's very good. Oh, so oh, okay. So I came here for a good time, not a long time. I just wanted to ask about my knees and ask should I take a muscle relaxer. I tried to call my sister, but she was not available. And I would ask her because I don't want to be taking these drugs out willy nilly and unnecessarily. And I can smell the chicken that I cooked. It smells so good. I baked in the oven. It still smells good. I can smell the bones in the trash. It smells really good. And so, and I still have to eat my salad and my grapefruit because I can't. Do y'all eat all of your food at one sitting? I can't. I have to eat it in, like, after I eat some now, some now, some now. Because after I'm satisfied, I don't really want to eat no more until I need to eat some more. So, okay, I'm going to take my blood pressure too. I said I'm going to take it after a nap. And it's 8:19. So I must have been asleep since like 5 something to 8:19. That was a long nap, wasn't it? So, alrighty then, everybody. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Ain't nobody sent me no super chat. Ain't nobody sent me no cash app. That's okay. See how y'all treat your sister? Earlier today, two of my customers, they sent me $25 in cash app because they truly support me. Hey, Ral, how are you? Y'all don't support me, okay? Y'all know what I'm trying to do. But I am going to drink some water. That's another thing. Sometimes when you don't feel well, you're not hungry, you're dehydrated. And, oh, hey, Deborah. I just took a 3-hour nap, honey. And so, but you don't know how hard you exercise. You don't know how hard, at least I don't know how much I overdid it until I overdid it. So, but I had a good time. We had 2-hour exercise class. And what I realized from last week, because the van's not going to be able to take me to the 7:30 exercise class now, but I worked so hard in the 1-hour exercise class at 8:30 that I literally was exhausted. And I'm like, you worked harder in 1 hour than you do in 2 hours. So that's because I'm feeling better. When you feel better, you get to moving. And that's also why I'm looking around for some patio furniture that is a little bit higher than the most patio furniture you go low. I need some patio furniture that's a little higher so I don't have to get down as low. So I like to chase. I like to lounge, baby. I like to lay out, okay? Lay it out. And and so, but I need to get if we're having all these tornadoes and all these high winds. So I don't know. I need to go to the Amish wooden furniture place and see what they have, because I'm sure they can custom make me some stuff. And so I'll do that maybe in a couple of weeks. Not this weekend, because this weekend is full. Let's see. Maybe the next weekend. Then the next weekend after that is Juneteenth. So, or the third weekend is Juneteenth. So I'll be doing all that stuff. But anywho, hey y'all, thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the recommendations. If you know people who are 100, 200, and 300 pounds overweight, have them inbox, talk about, let me know what do they, this is my question, what do you feel like you need to be successful? And so, And do you feel hopeless? See, everything, it doesn't matter what you eat. It doesn't matter about your weight loss or your need to lose weight. What matters is what you think about that thing. And when you understand what you think about that thing, then we can go from there. Does that make sense? So I hope that, and you can look at the song I mentioned, it's in the description. I copied and pasted the link so y'all can sing it too. And so, thank you for rocking with me today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming to my channel. And I've been noticing when I do lives, I'll get 10, 15, 20 people who subscribe. So I want to say, welcome. Thank you. What kind of work did I do? Okay, in my career, I worked with Job Corps. And what I did is I helped the students find jobs once they graduated. I also was a college professor, and I also have a resume and business coaching business. And so, and I'm actually back to work doing that now. So, and I have two people, one today. Oh, okay. Look at the video I posted today. The man who helped me in my wheelchair in the pool area, he walked up to me and thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. He walked up to me. He said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "Hold on." I went to my phone. I said, "Is this you?" He said, "Yes." And we did a video, and I thanked him, and I showed him. I said, "Watch me stand up," and because he helped me standing up when I couldn't stand up when I first started, and he didn't believe it was 5 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, 2021 is when I first got my wheelchair. Thank you, Jenny. You're very kind. Thank you, and you are my inspiration. You know what they say? Who used to say that? That I can't think his name, but he's a white man with them glasses and wear them skinny pants. And he's like, if you say something about him, he'll say, "I am rubber and you ain't are glue, and what's stuck on me is sticking on you." I forgot his name. I can see his face right now, but he was popular. I think he was from Florida, but he would be on the kids shows. So Daniels, you are my inspiration. Do y'all know this song? You're the inspiration. You bring that into my life. Oh, you're the inspiration. And so, that's what's called getting my life back. Also, that's why I'm going to the business meeting tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'm going to the business mixer. And I walked with the Equity Alliance last week. My weakness is sugar, cake, pie, and candy. Okay. You know what you do? Now you know that's your weakness. Just work on it. So maybe you don't have, if you like to put 5 sugars in your coffee, maybe you put 3 in there. If just work on it. I'm telling you, if you work on it gradually, if you like to eat 2 pieces of cake, eat 1. If you like to eat pie and cake, pick 1. If you like to eat 10 pieces of candy, eat 5. Just work on it. And believe me, baby, I totally know about that working on it. Whew. You sing thing into my life. Oh, you're the inspiration. That's how I did it. I worked on it. Honey, I would go to the Ajax Center and go, "Ooh, I gotta eat candy today because next week I'm not eating no candy. So that next week I ain't eating no candy. But the week after that, I did." Until one day I said, "I'm not gonna eat no candy for a month." And that was by July. And I was telling people, who's gonna do a no sugar July with me? And I knew in my mind that I wouldn't eat in July, August, September, October. I knew that. And since July 1 last year, I've had dessert 6 times. And then I said to myself, you know what? You can eat 1 dessert a month. That's all right. But that's more than 1 a month because it's almost July next week. Next month is July. What keeps me going? Girl, I couldn't walk. My house had burnt down. I had lost 65 pounds. I started gaining weight. My doctor made me quit my job. or I took short-term disability, and then I was having a hard time with the contractor, so I didn't know. I saw this the other day. They said when your ears are ringing, that means you're in extreme stress. And I didn't know that. I just thought you never know what's going on when you're getting sick. You might know that something's different, but you don't know what. Um then I got a home care worker, and part of it is the knee doctor went out of business during COVID, and I didn't know how to get another one. And I couldn't think to figure that out because I had a lot going on. So at the time, I had a little money, so I just would pay a home care worker to help me. And so, in essence, I hit rock bottom. And I'm the kind of girl, I used to floss that wig, beat that face. Girl, what? I used to take 2 hours to get ready for work and stay at work 2 hours. I'm like, look, I'm not going to get to be doing all of that because I'm tired. So I hit rock bottom. I was on my back. And when you get on your back, you can look up. But you have to remember, my parents picked cotton, baby. My father picked cotton on the plantation of the Senate Majority Leader for I can't think of his name. Alexa, what is the Senate Majority Leader's name for the great state of Mississippi who was a Dixiecrat in the 60s?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I can't think of his name. But I recently asked my mother, I said, Mama, tell me a slave story. She don't want to tell me. But I said, well, Mama, tell me the name of the plantation owner that your family worked for. And she said Tucker. So, baby, let me tell you something. We ain't have my family history. We ain't have nothing. Now, Mama said Granddaddy had a car. And I'm like, okay. Men had stuff. It was women didn't have none. So men could work. Black men, women always work. But if you on your back, baby, you can look. Dr. King said that. That's why you gotta know some history, baby. You gotta know some history. You ain't just got here. If you can lay on your back, you can look up. And if you can look up, you can sit up. And if you can sit up, you can get up. You better know something, okay? You better know something. I didn't watch my mom do all that she went through to not know that I'm going to be all right. Maybe I didn't know how. And at the time, my mortgage was killing me. I was so stressed out with my mortgage for a couple of years. That was one thing, but I still had to. I'm the person in the office that caused everybody else to go exercise. And whatever exercise I was doing, they started doing one next door to where I worked. So everybody would come over there and exercise with me. And at the time, before we moved to the new building, then I would go to the Y like at 9:30 and do an exercise class. I would go to lunch and do a weight loss class because we used to be in the center with the health department. So there was a program over there. And my supervisor didn't mind. I would leave and drive an hour and a half back and forth just to give them people $700 for a weight loss program. My supervisor, I didn't have to stay in the office. I could go, and I would leave and go do Zumba in the middle of the day. I'm about that life, girl. And then it got hard. It got hard. Things got hard. I didn't tell nobody because there's nobody to tell. I just kept doing the best I could. And so I had done pretty well because, like I said, I had lost 65 pounds that year. And I had driven to Texas. I driven to Houston. And then I drove, after I came back from Houston, the next month I drove to Tampa. And I had lost 65 pounds, so I was doing better. And then after a while, my knees I used to have to hold on to the wall to walk. And then I used to use my attaché case, where the thing is, right there somewhere, as a kind of walker to help me. And sometimes the veterans would be like, you need some help getting to the car? I'm like, yes. So I didn't know to tell my doctor. I didn't know to do. I didn't know. All I knew, I'm trying to do the best I can with what I have. But the kind of job I had, I could do my job sitting right here in the bed. Not in this bed, because this I didn't have. I have a new, I have another whole house. So what keeps me going is I want to get my life back. Okay, hey Lashana, hey Lashana. What keeps me going is knowing that my parents picked cotton, and they made it. My grandma made it. My granddaddy made it. My great grandma. You know my granddaddy was my granddaddy. Like my mama's daddy was born in 1898. I'm like, Mama, why you didn't tell me my granddaddy was born in 1898? Okay. So my great granddaddy was a slave. You make it. Girl, please. You better understand the 100-year rule. You better understand that, okay? You better understand I'm from Memphis, where Dr. King got killed. What you mean I can't make it? I was telling my mom about everything today because I hadn't talked to her in a couple of weeks. I said, Mama, me and TLC, we ain't too proud to be, baby, because I'm going to make it. That's what we do, baby. We don't call a black woman strong. That's an insult, actually. Never call a black woman strong. That's an insult. But you don't know black history, so you don't know that. But don't do that. We are human beings. We're not strong. We're resilient, and we are. Black women could. My mother said that granddaddy always cheated on grandma. So he would when he got paid, he would take the money and go be with his girlfriend in Memphis. And when he ran out of money, he would call his wife, and she would get the white lady to buy him a ticket to come back home. So black women, what white people did is they took the power. In fact, when they were casing out Africans, they said those black women really depend on their husbands. So we have to take the power away from their husbands so that we can control the family. So black women had the liberty of keeping their family together. So you modern people, these modern girls who want to be boss bitches and tell their husbands what to do and disrespectful and loud, those aren't real. They don't understand where we come from. I can't tell you, but you want to know why I'm going to make it. Because I know where I came from. I know what it means to be a black. A real black, not only a black American, a black revolutionary, and stop quoting soliloquies and stuff like that. It means so much. After slavery, you know what was so important is education, and also those people after slavery owned more property, and they were so successful, and white people hated it, so they just would burn down their properties or run them out of town. There's a town right outside of this town I live in called Dover. The reason there are no black people there is because they told them one day, they knocked on the door, they said, you got 2 weeks to get out of town. And they ran. And they're still scared today. The ancestors of those people, some of them are still living because this happened like in the 50s. And they're still scared. Some of them are still living right now. They're still scared. And there were Chinese people living there. If you go to the graveyards, you'll see the Chinese people living there. Because the Dover, Tennessee was a Union post when the Civil War happened. So I don't have a choice but to make it, honey. I mean, I don't have a choice but to make it. And so that's why I make it. My blood pressure is 135/83. So, I mean, it's okay. They want it in the 130s. But that, no, ma'am, I'm scared of animals. I'm not scared of small dogs, but dogs smell funny. But I have been scared of animals my whole life. But since I was a mother of the neighborhood and them kids brought these dogs over here, I said I can't be scared of these dogs because these kids show bringing them over here because they love animals and cats too. Miss Deborah, can the doggy woggy stay? I'm like, go take the dog a bath. If you're going to put him in this house, well, we're going to spend the night at your house. I'm like, oh, Lord. Miss Deborah, when school's out, I'm going to spend the night at your house the whole holiday. I'm like, baby, you're going to knock on that door until I open it, okay? And I'm like, oh no. But now he's in the army. He's in Hawaii. And I'm happy that he's doing well. But no, ma'am, I'm scared. I'm not scared of small dogs, but if it's not a small dog and I see it, I'm gonna tell you I'm scared of it because I ain't got time to be getting bit or licked to death. But one time I was at a girl's house and they had just got a new puppy. The puppy, every time a dog see me, it'll come and sit at my feet or under my thighs. And then the dog stood up and it was touching me in between my thighs. I was like, whoa. I wasn't scared though, but I was like, whoa. So they kind of dogs, like animals, kind of like me, but they kind of smell funny too. And so, but cats, cats have an attitude. They have an attitude, just doggone attitude. But no, I don't like any animals. Other than the bunny rabbit that lives in the front yard. Because remember, may not realize this. Whenever they build new subdivisions, the animals that live in that subdivision don't move, don't go away. They don't change their habits. They go here, across the yard, around. If it's some kids in the yard, the bunny rabbit will let the kids chase him. And they'll run and they don't touch each other, but they play together. So that's kind of neat. Okay. Jenny, you sure ask me when I say ask me a lot of questions, you sure ask me a lot of questions. Ain't super chat or cash tap system. I'm gonna answer them questions though. But you need to support what I'm trying to do, honey. Okay. So what, and I never answer this question when people ask me. I just be like, mind your damn business. But I'm gonna tell you because I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Let me give you a historical perspective. In Africa, they would make like train tracks and infrastructure like that, and they would put people on the thing. In America, we had chain gangs, but particularly in South Africa, and probably other places in Africa, but particularly in South Africa, and other places too, and even in America, in order to get people to do things. When you're black, you got to be rhythmic, like all the line dancing that we do, or hip hop, or jump rope. Well, you got to be systematic, or when we were a kid. I don't know. Are you black or white, Jenny? If you probably white, because if you were black, you would know the answer to some of these questions. But whenever you want something done, even with kids, like when teachers go, they go. Then the kids know to clap back. That's how you get things done. When you work on the railroad, you sing. And in the black community, it's a thing called call and response. So if I say, Jesus is good all the time, and then you say all the time, Jesus is good. Or you say, in fact, I was with the kids one time at McDonald's. They say, Miss Deborah, sing. The song is, I can't think of the song. But anyway, one is heaven is on the other side. Heaven is on the other side. Heaven is on the other side. And people say, heaven is on the other side. So it's call and response. So the reason that you see me moving, you see me singing, you see me quoting something to help me get up is because it helps me to move. It gives me a goal, and it gives me a rhythm. There is a song I play. Okay, I used to do Peter Piper picked pepper and Run Rock Rhyme. Humpty Dumpty fell down. That is our time, because that's a jam. Because I'm like, okay, I got to get up. So by the time while I'm singing it, I'm getting up. And then there's another song I used to play, and I still will play it sometimes. And it's by it's called, I'll say, Alexa, play Let Me Clear My Throat. Because if I say it now, he's going to play it. Let me clear my throat. And see, he said, by the time I count to 3, I want all the people that's down with me to get on the floor. 1, 2, 3. So by the time I get to 3, I need to be standing up. And I'm a dancer. And I'm also a band person. So in dance, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you start your dancing. In band, Hut, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we move. I used to be the co-captain in the junior high school flag corps. So we moved to the beat. When Janet Jackson said, "Give me a beat," it's from our African roots. Oh, good. Well, you can send me a gift anytime because my contact information is in the thing. And y'all know I'm going to the Obesity Action Coalition conference. I need support. So yes, ma'am. And I appreciate me doing that too. So because I wanted to be a little bit more patient. I'm working on my patience. So yes, it's cool. But take time out to learn Black history. Take time out to watch Black history shows like Eyes on the Prize. We shouldn't live in a country where white people shouldn't know as much as we know about them, about us. So there's no excuse. So teach yourself some, baby. I appreciate it. And, it's just like me learning about Hispanic people, learning about Guam people. They're all black. I have customers who are from those islands. They say, "I'm really black. I'm just looking like this because Chinese, Japanese, and Americans colonized my people." Bye. Okay. And so we got to learn about each other. We got to learn about each other. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate my channel. I appreciate this journey. And it's not going to stop. At least until the Lord say the same. If the Lord say the same. But do come in, hit the like button. Let me know where you're calling from. Also, super chat or cash app me because y'all know I'm trying to do this thing. Ow, ow, ow. And we're going to keep on the journey. Okay? We're going to see if I can lose 5 pounds this week. Okay. And I said I want to lose 20 pounds by the 24th. So I only have to lose 15 more pounds. Okay. And honestly, even if I lost 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, that's 2 pounds a week for the next 8 weeks. Either way, either way it go. And that's what I'm talking about. I can do it. The first step in weight loss is believing that you can do it. And I believe that I can do it. Thank you. Peace and hair grease. Bye. Uh oh. Go a fruit fly.